My name is Evelyn. I'm 87 years old, and this story I'm about to tell happened to me 65 years ago. Back then, I lived in the countryside with my parents. Life was very simple. I loved going to dance parties, especially to dance foro. It was basically our only form of entertainment since during the week I worked with my father in the coffee fields. It was a Friday evening. I was helping my mother with dinner when my friend Martha showed up at our house, grinning from ear to ear. She said that in the neighboring town of Willow Creek, there was going to be a huge dance, one of those that hadn't happened in years because of an old accident. But now, the mayor was determined to bring back the town's famous dance, and had invited people from the whole region. I got so excited with the invitation that I immediately asked my father if I could go. He hesitated a bit, looking serious as usual, but in the end he allowed it. I told him I'd sleep at my brother's house in town, so he and my mother wouldn't worry. The day of the dance came. Around 5:30 in the afternoon, I saddled my horse, said goodbye to my parents, and headed to town to meet Martha. I got to her house around 7:30 p.m. She was ecstatic. It had been a long time since she'd gone to a party, and she was eager to meet new people, dance, maybe kiss a few strangers. That was my plan too. I remember we danced all night long. The dust would rise from the dirt floor. Around midnight, a very handsome man showed up at the dance. He caught our attention first because of his looks, and then because of his unusual clothing. He was dressed entirely in black cape, black hat. Martha was instantly charmed and wanted him to notice her, but she barely had to try. As soon as he saw us, he locked eyes and came straight toward us. He had green eyes, a well-trimmed beard, and thick eyebrows. I didn't even have time to say hello before Martha stepped in front of me. I could tell she was afraid I might want the man in the black cape too, but honestly I didn't care. I had already enjoyed myself enough. I was tired and ready to leave. While the two of them danced, I sat down in a corner. Sometime later, Martha came to me breathless and said she was going to the man's house. He had offered for her to stay the night. I immediately objected and said, "Martha, you have a home. I can take you back." But she refused. Martha had always been a bit reckless. Then the man in the black cape said, "Don't worry, miss. I live on Oak Ridge Street, number 13. I'm wealthy, I own a farm, and I'm a man of honor. I won't do anything to your friend that she doesn't want. If she's not back by morning, you'll know where to find us." The two left the dance together, arm in arm, disappearing into the unlit streets. I found my brother, who was also at the dance with his girlfriend, and we headed home. I couldn't stop worrying about Martha. I had a bad feeling about that man. The next morning, my brother woke me up. Someone was at the door asking for me. It was Martha's mother looking worried. Martha hadn't come home. I tried to calm her down and told her Martha had left with a man, and I had the address. After she left, my brother asked me, "Who was the man Martha went with?" I told him it was the guy who danced with her most of the night. That's when he said something that chills me to this day. But Martha left alone. I saw her walking out by herself, stumbling a bit. There was no one with her. In fact, at one point she was dancing alone. That made no sense. I insisted that a man in a black hat and cape had come in and danced with her. He even spoke to me. But my brother swore there was no man like that at the party. The whole story was starting to terrify me. I told him to take me to Oak Ridge Street, number 13, the address the man gave us. His eyes widened and he said there was no way Martha could be there, but he'd take me anyway. When we got there, it was an abandoned lot, overgrown with weeds. A rusty, fallen gate marked the entrance. "This can't be," I said. "He said he lived here." My brother replied, "Sister, this used to be the old cemetery. There's nothing here but forgotten tombstones." My heart was pounding. Then we smelled it, a strong, putrid stench. Both of us noticed it. It came from the middle of the lot. We walked in, and that's when I saw something horrifying. Martha was dead, lying beside an old grave. Her body was split open from top to bottom like a slaughtered cow, and her organs were scattered around her. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I went into shock. The police never found the killer or the weapon that did it. There were no knife marks or any sign of what might have caused those wounds, but I knew who did it. It was the man in the black cape. A few days after Martha's funeral, my brother talked to me. Evelyn, that day when we found Martha's body, I read the name on the tombstone. It was Nathaniel Crowley. He was a man who, many years ago, found out his wife was cheating on him. She said she was going to visit her mother, but went to the town dance instead. He was so furious. He dressed in black, cape and hat, and went after her. He stabbed her in front of everyone. That happened decades ago, when our parents were just kids. Since then, the dance was banned. I don't doubt that the return of the town dance awakened that man as vengeful spirit. And I'm sure it was him who did this because I saw him at the party. He spoke to me. After that tragedy, the dance was once again banned in the town, and as far as I know, no such celebration has ever been held again. People say that trying to throw a party here brings a curse, misfortune. Someone always ends up dead.